Mr. Rich, Tennessee Homestead. How the heck are you today? Me? I got a headache. Still. Yeah, sure do. Uh, Today we're going to talk a little about safety. You know, I've talked in the past about being cautious around large animals. We were loading some cattle, okay? Me and a friend. And, gentle girl, one of them was loading. And never had a problem out of that cow ever, you know. About 1,500 to 1,600 pounders she is. Big girl. And keep in mind, folks, I've been dealing with cattle a lot of years, okay? Usually I can sense and watch their body language and tell when there's going to be a problem, okay? So I'm not a newcomer to it, okay? And you learn their body language, okay? You learn how they respond, how they act. Anyway, we were putting them up on a trailer using a gate, 10-foot gate, to push them, put pressure on them to get them on up in the trailer. It keeps you from having to take a stick or something and beat your tushes with it. It's a little puts them under a little less stress. Well, the time that she was in the corral, she was hyper. Okay, tell that she knew something was up but didn't know what. Okay. Anyway, so front hooves went up in the trailer. Thinking, good, she's going on now, because you usually get the front hooves up there, back hooves follow. This girl suddenly kicked off with the front feet, and while she was on her hind legs, spun and charged. Yeah. Took both of us totally by surprise. Out of character. A lot. She hit that gate down to where I was at, on the corner where I was at. The gate flew, even though we both had it braced pretty solid. Okay. Gate flew, pinned my friend up against a wall with the gate against his chest. And as she hit that corner, she kept moving forward. She hit me, sent me back about 6 foot, landed flat, virtually landed on my head first, backwards, on a concrete floor. And let me tell you something, I'm, seeing stars, seeing spots. About to pass out. I hit that hard. All that was running through my mind as I'm looking at this cow who's still coming, that I'm in a life and death struggle here. She goes over me, I'm dead. So I used her chest to kind of shove her, get her to change courses a little bit, and to push my body out of her way. And then tried to regain enough, consciousness. I was trying to black out. If I'd have blacked out, I wouldn't have got to wake up. Okay. I'd have been standing there talking to the Lord, because she had just went over the top of me, and that'd have been the end of it. Okay. Would have been the end of it. So, caution. Another fellow I know just recently, he raises goats, and he recently got nailed by a goat. Don't know whether it was one of his rams or whatever they call them. One of his billies. I don't know why I'm thinking ram. Oh, I do know why. I worked yesterday with Tim and his sheep. Anyway, but it hit him. Well, the only problem is it had its head too far down, and one of his horns went into his leg. And when that Billy threw his head back, it just tore his leg open. A lot of stitches. Okay. And did a lot of muscle damage. Even goats, folks. Okay. And no, he didn't have a dehorned. But it happens. Okay. And it happens, let's put it this way. it's like a firecracker going off. You don't expect it. It's just pow, and you're in the middle of it. Okay, no warnings a lot of times. I mean, I'm telling you what, that cow was looking everything about it. She's moving onto the trailer when she spun and charged. And let me tell you something. You ain't gonna stop a charging cow. Your only hope is to get out of its way. But I really expected her to see the gate and turn back. Nah. I have now got a gate that's bent about in half. Yeah, heavy duty gate. She hit hard. Like I said, sent me flying. Got a mild concussion. Yeah, isn't that great? Yeah. This is what can happen in a twinkle of an eye with large livestock. I have seen cows spooked, out grazing, everything's peaceful, and they stumble across a critter out there, a snake, or they maybe not even see what moved suddenly in the grass that scared them. And they'll turn and run like crazy. And if you're in their path, they're not going to stop because you're in their path. Not usually. If you're out there with your kids or something like that, guess what, folks? See what I'm saying? Respect animals. I've never really heard about like bunnies attacking, other than Jimmy Carter, I guess, got attacked by a killer rabbit. I don't remember that whole story, but it was in all the newspapers. Like, really? A killer rabbit, huh? Okay. But you respect any animal. But large animals, understand that even unintentionally, they can do you a great deal of physical damage so quick you won't know it hit you. I mean, when I saw that girl was coming on through that gate, there's nowhere to go. I mean, you're there. Okay? You are right behind her when she made that spin. She had about 2 foot. And you will be surprised at how much power a scared cow will generate in just a couple of foot. I mean, they can just, from a standstill, take their head and send you flying. Powerful animals. So keep that in mind. So that was one of Rich's little mistakes. I should have run them into the chute. Instead, this was a quick, easy way. I've done it 1,000 times to load some cattle in a trailer. Okay. Usually it's no problem. Swat them on the butt and they just go ahead and jump on in. You just never know. Okay. Please, especially you new homesteaders, understand that little loving animal out there that comes up and wants its head petted and will love on you, and just as sweet as it can be, given the right circumstance, given stress, being scared, okay, will stomp you right into the ground, and there's not a lot you can do about it. Okay. They can take their head and hit you and send you sailing for feet. They're very powerful animals. Please try to keep that in mind. And you don't know what kind of day they'll have it until you find out the hard way. So that's my barn chat for today, is to please use care and caution. That could have turned out really, really bad. And from here on out, I'll probably be using my chute. Okay. Seriously. It was like, okay, Rich, you brought that on yourself. You kept taking a shortcut. Haven't had problems with it. Now I see it could be a problem. And I could have ended up very, very dead today. If that girl would have got on top of me, I wouldn't be here talking to you. All right? That's simple. I'd be one of those little statistics you'd read about in some farmer's magazine. So, use your head. Farms and homesteads are dangerous places, especially for children. Okay? And mom and dad, I've said this in another video. If you look back, I did a video on farm safety. I know you think it's great letting the kids get out and go great gonzos on the ATVs and stuff like this. It's number one killer on the farm, folks. Number one killer of children is all-terrain vehicles. Understand that. And oh, my kids wouldn't do that. Yeah, they get out of eye shot. Yeah, they do. Okay, they do stupid things. And think back to your youth, okay? You've probably done a few things that you sit back now and go, and I survived that. Think about it, folks. ATV is number one killer. Number one killer. And it kills a lot of people on a farm, on a homestead. All right? Large animals come right in there like number three. Okay. Their cattle are sweet disposition, loving, caring animals who will kill you in a heartbeat. It's that simple. Not intentionally. Not intentionally. But they will kill you. We're pretty fragile compared to them. And when they're scared, stressed out real bad, they're going to do things that, like I said, this one surprised me. This girl did a complete about face, and in a split second, it was charged. And she only had a few feet to charge. You didn't have time to react. The thing I had time to do was go flying. But he caught a gate in the chest. I almost got stomped by the cow. That all took less than probably 3 to 4 seconds. See what I'm saying? Use your head. Don't take shortcuts like a dummy here did. And utilize your corrals and your chutes and things of this nature. When you're out there walking around the pastures, you got goats, they got horns. Okay? Watch your children. Okay? They can do a great deal of damage. May not be all that intentional. Okay? I've had goats come up and just kind of scratch their head on your leg. That horn hooks into your leg. It's no longer a scratch, folks. It's now they've ripped half the muscle out of your leg. And they're fairly sharp horns. Every animal's dangerous, even a dog. Okay? Dogs, a little less if they belong to you and they're bonded to you, but stray come up, use caution. Make sure your children use caution. Because you don't know what kind of condition that dog's in. You don't know what its mindset is. I've had people say, oh, it's okay, its tail's wagging. That sometimes tells you it's nervous. And suddenly you reach out for it. Now you're headed off to get a dog bite treated. And from a stray dog, you're probably going to end up getting rabies shots, all right? So don't do it. Safety. Falling on implements kills a lot of kids. Driving in stock ponds kills a lot of kids. Kills humans too, adults. But it really takes a toll on children. So if you're new to homesteading, keep in mind, the environment that you're now putting your children in is a very dangerous environment. And you had better use care and caution. And for yourself, livestock is unpredictable. Keep that in mind. This is Rich from Tennessee Homestead, still alive and kicking after making a stupid mistake. And it was just that. It was taking a shortcut. I've got the facilities to run through a chute and be done with it. But it's a little easier to just back a trailer up, and I've got a gate that I can slide out and just run them out of the feed area straight into a trailer. Done it hundreds and hundreds of times. And never a problem until today. Well, actually the other day. That I'm still suffering from today. Could have broke my neck, crushed my skull. Because I came down hard on concrete. Back of my head first. Keep it in mind. Pay attention. Like I said, I've been dealing with cattle for a long, long time. And all it takes is that one time for one of them to catch you off guard. And they're going to hurt you. And I knew better. All right? I went the easy route instead of going ahead and running them back out into a corral and running them in a load chute. So keep that in mind. Won't be happening again. I've learned my lesson. Even though I've done it in the past a lot, and it's worked. I don't think I'll be doing it anymore. This is Rich Jesse Homestead. Love you guys and appreciate you. Hope you're having a great week and had a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you later.